Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today we're going to talk about Dungeons and Dragons, and we're going to talk about La La Land. All right. So you guys knows what happened between January 3rd and January 28th. It was the second Dungeons and Dragons extinction level event. So in 1983, the evangelical Christians came to take Dungeons and Dragons and never again allow anyone to buy, own, read, run, or watch it. All right. 2023, the OGLers, the OSRs, and the orcs came for Dungeons and Dragons and said that nobody was allowed to buy, own, read, run, write, or watch it. Right, and it really set me low, and I'm kind of recovering. Like I was very much traumatized by the. I never imagined in my lifetime that that an attempt to change the OGL would prompt the second call for D&D be gone, for D&D to end. I never imagined it in my lifetime, right? So it was quite traumatizing when it occurred, right? And I was astounded. I could not believe what was happening, right? And it really set me low for like a whole month, right? And I've been trying to kind of bring myself back, and I found something that really helped, that gave me a lot of solace, right? And it is specifically the movie La La Land, right? Absolutely brilliant film. I could talk forever about La La Land. It's a brilliant film. So this is Damien Chazelle's film, starring Emma Stone. I'm sorry, Emma Stone, and the girl who did Cruella as well, and Ryan Gosling, right? Or is it Emma Thompson? Sorry, I think it's Emma Stone. The girl from The Help, the girl from Aloha, and was she in Easy A? No, I'm not sure. Right? Yeah. So it's a brilliant film, and I really love it. So she plays. So Emma Stone plays the character Mia in this, and across from. And she is an aspiring actress, and she's across from Sebastian, who is a dedicated jazz pianist, right? Brilliant film. But in the film, Mia specifically sings this stunningly beautiful song. It's called Audition, and it says, "Here's to the Fools," and it's called "Here's to the Fools." And a lot of times I get really frustrated because I'm doing something that nobody else on the planet is doing. I believe Gary Gygax did not build Dungeons & Dragons as a game. I think he built it as a human improvement engine. And I'm the only person on the planet, and I'm trying to convince people that this is the truth, right? And I failed to get people to be convinced, but I absolutely succeed in engaging them, right? I want to say very much thank you. I just had 800,000. I just passed 800,000 views. In fact, I'm at 825,000 views, right? And I'm on my way to 1 million views, which is incredibly exciting. I never imagined that this channel would get 1 million views, and so I do want to say thank you very much. But I'm able to engage people, but I'm not able to convince people, and sometimes it is heartbreaking. It's so obvious to me and so clear to me, and I just struggle so hard to convince anyone, and no one is ever convinced, right? And but this song in La La Land was shockingly, it just gave me so much hope, right? And the reason why is Mia is an aspiring actress, right? And she gets this audition, and the people in the audition, they say, "Tell us a story." And she launches into this song, right? And she tells this story with her song. And the story is of her aunt, who was a failed actress. She went to Paris, and she traveled the globe, and she tried to be an actress. She got a couple roles, all small-time stuff, not even enough to support herself. And she just had a brief shining moment with marginal success, not even real success. And then Mia actually sings it, and I'm going to sing it now. So she said she died with a flicker. Oh wait, she lived in her liquor. She died with a flicker, but I'll always remember the flame, right? And in the song, she just sings that this woman tried to be an actress and failed, right? And then she would just tell stories to the family about the times where she was trying, right? And after she tried and failed, she couldn't deal with her failure, and she spent her life drinking, right? And then she died unremembered, right? With a flicker. She died with a flicker. Nobody remembered her aunt who failed to be an actress except Mia. And Mia remembered the flame. She remembered how alive her aunt was and how passionate she was about this thing she was pursuing, right? This goal that she was pursuing that everyone told her it's not going to work out, right? Like, you're not going to convince anyone that you're a real actress, and you're not going to succeed as an actress, right? But Mia picks up her aunt's dream and carries it forward, right? And I have to say, that's one of the reasons why I continue to do this. I'm not convinced that I will ever, like, do the deal. But I am convinced that there's a Mia out there for me. I think there's somebody who's smarter, more charismatic, more level, right? Who's going to see what I said, see the truth of it, and carry it forward, right? And and the song goes forward, and it says, "Here's to the hearts that break. Here's to the mess we make," right? And I look at my channel, and I've had 8 years here, and I have had some dust-ups, man. I've had, I had a falling out with Nerdarchy, right? I had my entire table exploded, right? And players flew off in every direction, and dungeon masters flew off in every direction. And I've had other YouTubers come for me, right? And then I've verbally sparred with other YouTubers who are like, I don't want you to ever discuss my channel again, right? And these were YouTubers I loved, right? And I was like, oh, you got it, right? And just, I made a mess of it. Right? And I look back on my 8 years, and I'm like, why can't you convince a single person on this? Why can't you, why is your heart broken over Dungeons and Dragons so often, right? And this song is like, because you're a fool who dreams. And I dream of a day when others will see the truth of what Gary did, that he changed human narrative forever, that he created a new path for emotional, intellectual evolution for humanity, and that Dungeons and Dragons is not even remotely a game. It is the most powerful secular human improvement engine that's ever been created. It's a fool's dream to think that I can convince people of this. But this song in the middle of La La Land said, "Here's to the hearts that break. Here's to the mess we make," saying the mess is there because you're doing something. You didn't give up. You had the courage to dream and to stand in a field and shout what no one else believed, right? And now, I'm going further. I'm very dedicated to making sure no one forgets that in 2023 we had our second level D&D extinction level event, and that a new group of D&D betrayers, a new group of people yelled D&D be gone, with the absolute passionate goal of destroying Dungeons and Dragons to the last ember, right? And I want to be a Dungeons and Dragons sentinel, and I want to carry Gary Gygax's legacy forward. And this one simple, beautiful song in the middle of La La Land said, it's okay to have a fool's dream, right? And that the mess we make is not because we're messy. It's because we're trying to do something of value and something important and beautiful. And I think that, and I want to thank every single one of you for taking a minute out of your day to listen to my fool's dream, You know, like this attempt to celebrate the greatest artist of any century America has ever existed. That's Gary Gygax, and he really transformed human narrative in a way that people, it's hard for people to even grasp what he accomplished, and I don't think anybody could grasp it but me. And this song just really gave me a lot of hope, right? And I felt like it was celebrating me, right? I'm one of the fools that dream, and some days that seems very lonely, right? And but when I heard Mia singing this song, I'm like, I'm not alone. There are absolutely people who understand art and understand beauty and understand passion, who resonate at exactly the same frequency I do. And I am so appreciative that you resonated on the same frequency as me for 11 minutes. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for letting me share. And I am on the up. I'm heading back. I'm getting there. I'm getting to the point where I'm no longer low over all of this. And I really do. I just thank you for 800,000 views. And thank you for every minute you spend watching my videos. And thank you when you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider like, subscribing. Have a wonderful millennium.